Also off topic again, another thing, Greg Street announced his MMO and his MMO studio. And they probably chose, in my opinion, I gotta be real. What is this name? Fantastic Pixel Castle? Ghostcrawler. So if you guys don't know, the guy that was in charge, so Greg Street, who's Ghostcrawler, who used to work on World of Warcraft, who arguably at the time, a lot of people didn't like, but he did a lot of good things for WoW, and then he left and people missed him, right? He left, he was the main guy, the lead director for the Riot MMO, and he left like last year. I'm gonna probably make a video on this because I feel like it's such a good video, but like he left to say, and he said that he wanted to be closer to his family and he wanted to be back home. I'm gonna be real, boys. That's a bunch of bullshit. He left to go start his own MMO studio. He left to go work on his own game. And I gotta be real, man, because soon after, he's like, by the way, I'm starting my own studio here in Texas, and we're making our own MMO. No, they were sad that he left. Now, I gotta be real. There's a reason he might have left. There's a reason Riot didn't let him work remotely. Bro, I'm gonna be real, man. For him to leave and then a week later start his own studio to work on an MMO, this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time. It's not something that you leave and a week later, by the way, guys, opening my shit. He must have been thinking about this for fucking ever, right? There's no way you make this decision in a week, a month, probably a year. So it's kind of crazy. Regardless of it, though, let's watch this real quick.
This is Greg Street, aka Ghostcrawler. I have founded a new game studio that we call Fantastic Pixel Castle, and we plan to make an epic new MMO.
Crazy name, by the way. Fantastic Pixel Castle.
And a new game studio that we call Fantastic Pixel Castle.
That's the studio.
And we plan to make an epic new MMO. Announcing our plans so early may seem a bit unusual, but we think the way to make the best possible game is by talking to you all, our community, early and often. That starts next week in a live stream where we plan to share more about the studio, the team, and yes, the game itself. Now, we are early in development, so don't expect to see gameplay footage, but if you're interested in our philosophy and our game pitch, we'd love to see you there. We even plan to answer some of your questions live.
So we're going to watch that. Of course, that's in 3 days. Yeah. This guy is definitely a lot of the reason why the Riot MMO had a lot of hype, because he knew what the fuck he was doing. But what a weird time to announce. They chose the day of BlizzCon. They chose WoW's the first day of BlizzCon. And their game's called Ghost. Project Ghost. The code name is Ghost so far. And the other thing, though, is the team. So Brian Halinka, if you guys don't know, this guy who just left Blizzard, he was the lead combat designer. He also was the lead PvP director for a while. He also worked on Overwatch. He had left like fucking 2 months ago or something. 2 or 3 months ago, he left Blizzard. Candace Thomas also used to work on World of Warcraft. She also used to work on the Riot MMO. And she also left. So this guy is going around and just yoinking everybody from different games, big ass people from different games. He left the lead director of the Riot MMO. He left. He yoinked the lead combat guy for this guy. He left. He yoinked Candace Thomas, who I know because I used to watch a. She's actually really smart. They did a podcast called Theorycraft, and she at the time was working on the Riot MMO too. Crazy. He's going around yoinking everybody to work on his own game down there. So they obviously left their well-paid established jobs at established companies to work on this one. I don't know what to think about it, man. I really, really don't know what to think about this at all. I think it's kind of exciting because I don't like the name, I'm going to be real, but hey, you know what? Maybe there's a reason why. Maybe FPC is like I don't know. Maybe there's a reason it's called Fantastic Pixel Castle. That's just a crazy fucking name. You think like Blizzard, Riot. Okay, cool. Fantastic Pixel Castle. Fuck it. Do your own thing though. FPPC. Yeah, you know PPC, FPC. Their goals though. They have their goals, their world. As players, we are deeply in love with the MMO for the promise of social worlds, but we also feel that the game genre has struggled to provide a community that you care about while still making your character feel heroic and special. We believe MMOs here have moved too far towards solo adventuring, where other players often just slow you down. We want to bring back, as central pillars of the MMO experience, both playing with friends and building a community. We want to bring back the chance to impact the world around you. I think they're doing this like hybrid system of where you play like in... I don't fucking know. We're currently in early development. We don't plan to release for Ghost, which, by the way, itself is a placeholder name. We're excited to share our first takes with you, but acknowledge that still inevitably change or test, whatever. The thing is, man, is what I'm worried about is that these guys, although it's a great, I mean, this is, listen, as a dream team goes, this guy I also believe worked on WoW. Didn't this motherfucker go out? He did. I remember this motherfucker too. He was like one of the lead guys for WoW too. Man, I remember all these motherfuckers, all these guys, man. Here's the thing. I mean, they're literally about to just, I mean, if you're Ashes of Creation, you're shitting your pants. Because the one thing that you had is that you guys were talking early and often and open with the community. And that's literally what he's been talking about on his Twitter for fucking weeks now. That they're going to talk all the time. They know it can be good and bad. And they want to just be open with the community, tell them exactly everything, show them everything, and just work with, yeah. And now that's the only thing you had. If you were Ashes of Creation is that you were willing to be like, you know, you understood the community. If you don't have that, I mean, what do you have? Because you got some really bad looking combat. In a game that's getting whatever, we'll see. Man, I'm excited. I'll still, of course, I want to play the game. I'm not shitting on it, but it's like, hey, man, like I'm concerned. Anyway, that me has the most nice, concerning voice. Maybe I should be a little bit nicer about it. Regardless of the fact, I'm worried though that I feel like showing too much, or they better be careful, man, because when you show something that doesn't look that finished or it looks bad, you guys know how the internet is, man. Like when I saw fucking this Ashes of Creation gameplay of Mage, it made me less excited about the game. Because I'm like, yo, this looks fucking horrible. Now, maybe it's just like, maybe, and there's other gameplay too, you guys. I want to show this one, but there's the one of the zombies when they're fighting the fucking zombies and shit. But when I watch this
Blizzard
shit,
is a
man,
very complicated spell. I have thought a lot about Blizzard. It rains projectiles down that deal damage, but also does a
like
cool displacements in the ground. There's not a button for that, you know. We have to go and work really closely with.
no, but like I'm serious, guys. I'm not trying to poop on it.
Really being able to is
duration, John.
Show it.
definitely make like an account for
these.
The world looks so good.
Tarts, I know it is to mine as well. And
Look at this shit.
You can charge it up longer. Electric. So you can.
Look at this shit. That looks like a PNG. Looks like PNG lightning. Look at this. That looks like PNG lightning. If I was making a thumbnail for a video, I type in lightning I'm not kidding. You want to see what? Watch. I want to show you guys. I type in lightning PNG and this pops up. So if I want to get lightning for a thumbnail, I grab it and I put it right. Look at this shit.
Soon can charge it for varying degrees of efficacy. So you
Tell me that it looks the same. It looks the exact same. I'm not even. So listen, but here's the thing. I'm bullying the game, right? Maybe this is just temporary. Maybe it's still in development. It's alpha. My point is that I feel like sometimes showing players too much, showing players too much of the development or being too transparent can backfire because we shouldn't see all of this because we might start freaking out and saying this game sucks, it's bad, it's DOA. Oh my God, look how terrible this looks, right? So I don't know. Hopefully, these guys are aware of that, yeah, I appreciate the open approach, but I feel like sometimes it can fuck you over because if it doesn't look good or you're sharing too much or, you don't it's not everybody has, listen, 2 sponsors in one day. It's not 2 sponsors. I'm being honest. And listen, man, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to get at you guys is they need to not be too open because not everybody has the creativity. Here's the thing, guys. If I explain to you the concept of a video and I see the video in my head, I have an idea of what the video looks like, but you may not share the same video. You may not share the same like video idea as me, or you can't understand it. It's not going to resonate with you, right? So I don't know. I'm scared, man. I am very, 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 very excited that another MMO is being announced. I'm really excited that we have the Ride MMO. Maybe when
Twitch
I'm
Prime
45
agrees.
years old, this MMO will come out, right? Because the Ride MMO won't come out for the next 5 years, maybe. I'll be 35, and then I don't know. This might come out in 5. Who knows when these will come out? But at least it's something in the future. Regardless of the fact, I'm a little worried. November 8th, they're going to do a live stream to talk about their game. And I want to watch it. I'm really, really curious. A modernized fantasy MMORPG. They're going to partner with players. They're in this together and they have fun along the way. I wonder where their funding's coming from. I don't know, man. They got a big team though, man. They got a big team though. I think it'll be exciting.